Hello viewers and welcome to Africa and Beyond Television Network, and my name is Ronald Makusha. This morning, let us talk about what is happening in the nation of Zimbabwe. Grace Mugabe visited the National Liberation Museum in Warren Park, and according to her, they wanted to actually assess what might be needed in terms of the belongings of the late president, Comrade Robert Gabriel Mugabe. And this was in response to the request by the government of Zimbabwe to bring some items which belong to the late former president Robert Gabriel Mugabe. And she expressed the doubt and does not know if they will reach an agreement as a family to actually bring anything onto the table. So they will also have to look as to what can they bring onto the table. But before we give an express view about this, let us hear what she said, then we comment later.
Thank you very much for this honor to come and tour this place. And may I say, this is a very special way of honoring the illustrious sons and daughters of this continent for the contribution they made towards, the liberation of the continent. And also, I think, in a way, it gives us the opportunity to unveil, the history of this continent ourselves, not from, other people who will actually narrate it in a distorted way. And I'm sure all these people, of course, being led by our chairman here, Professor Simbimbako, really are going to work diligently to ensure that we put up the proper and right narrative about this continent. And hopefully so the future generations and the future and the current generations will have an opportunity to come and understand where we came from and where we are now and where we're hoping to go in the future. A lot has been, in terms of our history, been put out there and, as I said, distorted. But the children then, if we don't correct the distorted history in this manner, they will not know exactly who they are, their belonging, and, who they represent. And I want to say you have worked so diligently and you've done a great job in actually coming up with this great idea. And regarding the artifacts of my late husband, that's His Excellency Comrade Robert Gabriel Mugabe, I am a bit, very skeptical about what it is that I can bring, because him being the leader of, this nation, this great nation, and Pan-Africanist, there is a lot of memorabilia that can be actually availed to this museum. When we had the meeting, of course, with the people who are going to be running this place and ensuring that the construction is done in good time, we talked about, a number of, memorabilia that can be brought here. So it's us, as the family then to go and sit down and discuss. That's why you see me here with, the family members, beginning with Innocent Matibiri. He was in the police force, and he's the brother to my husband, my late husband. And of course, Leo, everybody knows Leo Mugabe is my late sister-in-law's son. And of course, Woti Chidakwa here, our son, is my husband's cousin. So we are here, we came here as a formidable team to see what is going on here, to see what others have actually availed, to the museum. And I understand that we are expected to bring a lot more, because President Mugabe played a very important role in shaping this country and, of course, in participating in the liberation of this country. And also he did a lot for the continent and beyond. And so we are going to go back, sit down as a family, probably bring more, players, and then we look at it, what it is that's suitable to be brought here that belonged to the late president and of course the family. And I want to say once again, I feel honored, and I want to say also I'll feel honored as well to be part of it, because me and the team I have going back to put everything together, it means a lot for us, and we are grateful for this kind of honor and respect for the late President Robert Mugabe, and we are representing the family, and I want to say we are grateful for this moment. Thank you.
So Grace Mugabe clearly indicates that she's doubtful about what they bring in terms of as a family. She's doubtful about what they can actually contribute and what they can actually bring. But they will need to sit down and have a discussion as a family. So let us understand the term skeptical, what it really means, so that we get to understand the position taken by Grace Mugabe. So when somebody is skeptical, about something or something, they have doubts that a claim or a statement is true or something will happen. I'm skeptical about his chances of winning. So the public remains skeptical of these claims. These are examples. So when Grace Mugabe says she's skeptical about what they will bring to the family, to the museum, what it means is doubtful. It means that there are certain demands which were made by the government, possibly, in terms of what they need. And that is the reason why she is doubtful about all those issues. That is the reason why they had to come. And she mentioned it, that they wanted to see what others have contributed. After seeing and recognizing what others have contributed, then she will reach a decision, or she will reach a conclusion together with her family and everybody else, to actually agree on what can be availed to the National in the African Liberation Museum. So you see that it's not something easy. They will have to make a decision. They would not let anybody dictate anything to them. So this is a team which she came with, but she talks about involving others, which may include her sons also. They might be involved in everything. Remember, her sons Robert and Chatunga are very critical in terms of how things have been done towards their father, and also Bona can have a say in all these things. So it's very important for the people of Zimbabwe to actually understand what is happening. At this time around, Grace Mugabe seems not trusting the system, not trusting what they're actually doing. But she talks about memorabilia, and she says we need to understand what kind of memorabilia we can bring right here. She speaks about what can we bring which people will remember Robert Mugabe with. So it's something different in Zimbabwe. The major question in Zimbabwe is, what is she going to bring? The major concern also is how these things can be used for rituals. We know the kind of people we live with. We know the kind of people we are dealing with, which makes it a possibility that they will not bring original things of Robert Mugabe, but they can bring some things which look like they belong to Robert Mugabe, but they will be fetched elsewhere. For example, if there is an artifact like a chimbo in Ngechidiwa, they can simply go and find a replica of that chimbo, vouya nayo, vorega kuya nechimbo chayo original. Remember, there is an issue yechimbo iri kunetsa, chimbo yenyika iri kunzi ina Robert Mugabe, and we have never seen it publicly. It has never been disclosed to the people, or those who want it have never seen it. It has never been availed to them. And are they not going to make such demands? Is it not going to be an issue? President all those issues, such that it is known, and these things can be used for rituals as well. The major question is she going to bring all these things, or she'll go on and say, okay, tisonere hembe dzakadai so, because micheka yairi chiri kuwanika ka, tisonere hembe tende nadzo, this will represent the president. who will say adzizi dzavo, because dzikangotorwa hembe idzodzo dzikawachwa, it will not be easily detected kuti ndedzani. So I do not know, guys, what you think about this whole issue and all this whole situation. What is of concern is that she ended this whole conversation without mentioning President Emmerson Mnangagwa. And it was expected that she must, at a certain point in time, mention President Emmerson Mnangagwa, thank President Emmerson Mnangagwa for A or for B or for C. But she didn't. She ended this conversation without mentioning the name of President Emmerson Mnangagwa. The major question is, why did she choose not to do so? So this is what is happening in Team Zimbabwe. Our duty is to make sure that we bring those political updates, and so that we talk about what is happening in the nation of Zimbabwe. As usual, my name is Ronald Makusha. Please keep on subscribing, commenting, and sharing. The more you like our videos, the more they are shown to as many people as possible. The more you share our videos, the more they are shown to as many people as possible. We need to reach 100,000 subscribers before August. And I know that you can help us do it. So we want to do it together. And I know the more you share, the more our people will be able to see our content. I love you all. Thank you very much for coming. Thank you very much for the support. Let us meet in other episodes and other podcasts.